thank you, air crew, for that swell hunk of coordinated cadenza. And now we turn...
Say, Jack, there's a fella out here that wants to see you.
Oh, it's probably the makeup man, Ken. Will you send him right in?
Okay.
Right this way. Thank you very much.
Are you the makeup man?
Well, who did you think I was? Mrs. Skeffington?
Well, I wasn't sure. Come right in.
I'm Percy Northmore of Miracle Studios. I was sent over here to make somebody beautiful. Who is it?
It's, I.
Oh, darn it. Overtime again tonight.
Just a minute. You don't have to get so huffy about it.
Well, it's just that the studio has been giving me all the dirty work.
Dirty work?
Yes. You're the worst assignment I've had since they made me figure wave gravel Gertie.
Oh, come on. Listen, Bud, I'm not so sure that you know what you're doing.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, that's so. What stars did you ever work on?
Well, now let's see. There's Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra? Does he use makeup?
4 layers. What do you think holds the boy up?
What other actors have you helped?
Well, there's Roy Rogers.
Roy Rogers? Did you add to his beauty?
Why, certainly. I hope you don't think his horse's tail is naturally wavy.
Well, you used to work on the tail of Roy Rogers' horse, and now you're working on me. You've certainly come a long ways.
Oh, not so far.
Now, look, I'm not going to stand here and take this
There's
from you.
just one more thing that bothers me. Those ears of yours. They're so droopy.
Well, yes, they do droop a little. What can we do about it?
Well, have you tried tying them in a bow under your chin?
No, I'd much rather curl them straight up like Lassie.
Oh, of course, if worse comes to worse, I could tape down your left ear, and I could tape down your right ear.
Yeah, what about my face?
I refuse to mess with Mr. in between.
Fresh guy, I should have torn him apart, petal by petal.
Jack, what's wrong? You look so upset.
Oh, everything's wrong. Colonna didn't get me a job yet. I had a fight with a makeup man.
Well, don't worry about it, Jack. Just relax while I run through a swell new tune by Jimmy Van Heusen and Johnny Burke called Sleigh Ride in July.
I can't understand why I get pushed around like this. I guess you can't have luck when you've got brains and beauty.
I'd like to sing this song in answer to all your requests to Armed Forces Radio Service. And don't forget to keep on sending those letters.
Well, this Charles Boyer got that I couldn't have readjusted.
I was taken for a sleigh ride in July. Have been a setup for a sign. A mockingbird was whistling a sentimental tune, and I didn't know enough to come in out of the moon. Only make-believe, just a sleigh ride on a balmy summer eve. My dreams were safe all winter, and then to think that I sleigh ride in July. So our sleigh ride in July.
Really beautiful, Francis. Really beautiful. It took my mind off my troubles for a while. Now, if Colonna would only call up with a job.
Hello, is this Jack Carson?
Yes, sir, this is your boy.
What was that?
I said this is your boy.
Think we ought to go see Mr. Anthony?
Colonna, didn't you get me a big part yet?
I'm over at the studio now, Carson. There's a beautiful movie star here doing a bathtub scene. She's sitting there in the bathtub, and it's going to be very interesting. Very interesting.
What makes you think it's going to be so interesting?
I just pulled the plug out.
I bet you haven't got any influence at all around the studio.
Oh, is that so? I just pulled over a big deal. They wanted Edward Arnold for a picture, but I sold him one of my clients. He's very thin, but we're going to make him look like Edward Arnold.
How can you make a skinny guy like that look like Edward Arnold?
I'll show you, Carson. Keep pumping, boys. We're blowing up this fellow bigger and bigger.
Be careful, Colonna. If you get too much air in him, he'll burst and collapse.
Oh, nothing to worry about, Carson. Keep pumping, boys. Well, I can always pass him off as Frank Sinatra. Frank Sinatra, crooning. How I love it. Would you pardon me, Carson? I feel a song coming on. When the days are done and the shadows fall, I think of you. When the days are done, I think of all of the joys we knew. That you're heading, returning to hold you in my arms. Oh, to go now, I know now, without you, life is lost. It's a charm when the hair is done and the grass is wet. Sorry, I'll get you a towel. With the twilight dew, my lonely heart keeps sinking with the sun. And though I miss your tender kiss the whole day through, I miss you most of all. Miss you most of all. I miss you tonight. Miss you when I tell all. I miss you since you went away. Yes. Didn't miss her that time, did I?